Welcome to our Health Info Zoom. We are so glad that you came on or are watching the recording to learn about this Plexus stuff that we just love so much. There are a variety of stories because this stuff helps with a variety of health issues. It focuses on root health. And my name is Leah Carlson, by the way, and I would love to share my story with you real quick. I started Plexus 4.5 years ago. I was following my friend Emily on Facebook, and she was posting incessantly about it. And of course, I was annoyed by that because that's just how I was. I was like, I don't want to hear about that stuff. But the more she posted and the more stories she shared, I started to relate to them, and I realized that I might need that because I honestly thought I was just struggling like everyone else struggles. I just thought, oh, I'm just getting older. I'm just a tired mom. But there was actually hope in all of these stories. And so I asked her about it and she got me started. It took a little bit to convince me. I was kind of a little bit stubborn, but I did finally, and it has been amazing. I sleep so much deeper. I have a lot more energy. I don't crave sugar hardly at all anymore when I was a sugar hound. So this is a big change. And I also don't have any more aches and pains. Like I had severe sciatic pain and foot pain. My shoulders were always sore. And it's just been such an amazing change. I also was severely fatigued. I would try to like make dinner and I could not stand up for more than like 15 to 20 minutes. I would have to like sit down and take a break and then get back up and I would just feel shaky and it was just not good. So I've really focused on healing my gut and balancing my blood sugar and also reducing inflammation. So those are the three main areas Plexus focuses on. We do have three main branches of Plexus. We focus on clean skincare, which focuses on the microbiome, which we will share a little bit more about later, gut health, and weight loss. So those are the main ideas of our products, and those are the main things that they help. So I want to turn the time over first to Rebecca. She's going to share with us her story and all about gut health and the amazingness that that is.
I'm so glad to be here, and I'm so glad that you're here as well. So just to tell you a very quick version of my story, I had a lot of things wrong with me 3.5 years ago, but I didn't know that they were a problem. And the main thing that I started this for is because I would crash every day in the afternoon. It was like this physical ache to take a nap. And I knew that something was wrong. I felt really unhealthy. And I just didn't know what to do. I took a vitamin and a fish oil and an allergy pill, and I thought I was trying to eat well, and it just wasn't helping me feel healthy. And so some of the things that I now realize were a problem, but that I just thought you just had to deal with was I was often bloated and uncomfortable. I would wake up in the middle of the night with horrible digestion issues and have to go in the bathroom. I also had pretty bad allergies. I would get sinus infections 2 to 3 times a year, and I would be out for the count for at least a week when that happened. And then I also had a lactose intolerance. So if I would eat ice cream, I'd feel my throat start to close up a little bit. I would have horrible digestive issues a couple hours after eating ice cream. I quit drinking milk in my early 20s. After drinking milk all growing up. And I was also constipated, which I didn't even know I was constipated. If you're not going to the bathroom 2 to 3 times a day, then you're constipated. And I didn't realize that it wasn't normal to read 4 chapters of your book while you're in the bathroom trying to go to the bathroom. Like, that's not normal. You shouldn't be able to do that. And I have found that out now. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about what helped me, what I started with, and what helped me resolve all of those issues that I didn't even know were problems. So we have something called the triplex, which is a very simple system that balances the gut and it balances your main hormone, insulin. It balances that blood sugar. And for me, that was just the key for me, balancing my gut and balancing my insulin, my blood sugar. So these are our pink drink, the famous pink drink. It's called Slim. This is what balances the blood sugar and balances that insulin. So our insulin is our master hormone. When we balance out that insulin, there's a trickle-down effect, and all your other hormones are then able to be balanced as well. It's truly amazing. And then paired with the pink drink is our gut health system. And that is these two main products, BioCleanse and ProBio. Sorry, my virtual background, I'm looking all weird like I'm floating in space. Sorry about that. So BioCleanse is a magnesium. It's a gentle cleanser that goes through and it helps your body remove the toxic waste. This is what helped me with my constipation, and it just helped regulate me. And also, I did not know this, but magnesium is an oxygen. It oxygenates your blood cells, and which is an amazing thing. It helps it helps your pH balance in your gut be not acidic. Disease lives for acidity in your gut. And so if you're not acidic, then disease cannot manifest itself there in your gut, which is awesome. And then the third thing is the ProBio 5. And this is our probiotic. So when I started Plexus, I did not realize how important probiotics were. I knew about probiotics only from the yogurt commercials. That was pretty much the extent of my knowledge about probiotics. So since I've started, I've found out so many amazing things. We need good bacteria in our gut. And our lifestyle here in the United States and the Western world is not very conducive to achieving a healthy balance of good bacteria in your body. And so one of the things that sets the ProBio 5 apart from other probiotics on the market is it has an antifungal. And that antifungal goes in and it breaks down the bad yeast that's in our gut and helps eliminate it. And then that good bacteria, or the good probiotics that are in this, can go in and have room to grow and flourish. And one of the amazing things about the Slim, the pink drink, it not only balances the blood sugar, but it has prebiotics in it that go in and feed the good bacteria like fertilizer in your gut and help it grow and be healthy and strong. And so that is our gut health system, and it has changed my life. It's no exaggeration to say that it has changed my life. I no longer crash in the afternoon. I used to think that I was just a lethargic person. That is not the case. My blood sugar was balanced. My gut became healthy. I balanced that gut, and I was able to eliminate those toxins in my body, and it's just changed my whole outlook. So two other things that I want to talk about are, one of the things that we're super excited about in Plexus is that they have started to address kids' health as well. Starting off our kids young, getting good nutrients and vitamins and good gut health in their bodies is so essential for them being able to grow healthy. And so we are super excited to share with you. So there's two things. Let me see if I can get it here. The X Factor Kids is the multivitamin, and then there's Mega Kids, which is the drink. And let me tell you about both of these. I love both of these. My kids, the first thing when they wake up in the morning is they still call it the pink drink. They want their pink drink and their vitamin, even though the kids' drink is not pink. It's okay, we still call it the pink drink. But this Mega Kids drink supports brain and cognitive development in kids. It supports brain health, eye health, and digestive health. So amazing. And I especially was super thankful for this. My daughter is starting kindergarten this year, and I was super thankful that I have something to give her that I know is getting good stuff inside of her to support that brain health and that eye health. And then the kids vitamin has probiotics in it to get those good probiotics inside your kids' guts and help them have a healthy immune system and be able to have a healthy gut as they continue to grow. So we are super excited about that. The last thing I want to share with you are two other products that kind of balance out the trifecta of what we talk about in Plexus, which is gut health, blood sugar balance, and reducing inflammation. So we have a product called Ease that helps with inflammation. And by the way, Plexus Slim has alpha lipoic acid, which is a natural anti-inflammatory. So Slim also has properties, the pink drink, to help with the inflammation. But this Ease is one of my favorite products. It has bromelain in it, and bromelain comes from the pineapple, and it is an enzyme that slips into your bloodstream, and it goes after the protein that is the inflammation in your body. I love this. I no longer suffer. My fingers are no longer in pain from arthritis. I have the beginnings of arthritis in my fingers. Ease has totally taken away the pain. I played tennis for many, many years as an adult, and my knees were pretty messed up. And it's taken away the pain in my knees. And so I love that. And one of the things that's great about Ease is when you pair it with something called Nerve regenerates nerves that are damaged in your body. And when a nerve dies in your body, the blood vessels around that nerve stop working. Ease goes in and opens up, takes the inflammation away, opens up those blood vessels, and then Nerve can come in and help regenerate those damaged nerves in your bodies. These two products are so incredible. I have not taken personally an over-the-counter pain medication in 2.5 years now, because I use Ease and Nerve to help me manage that pain, and I actually don't have the pain anymore that I used to take those over-the-counter medicines. And so I think that's all for me. That is my story, and I am sticking to it.
Thank you so much, Rebecca. I mean, all of those are so amazing, and I'm so excited, especially for the kids microbiome one. My kids, I know I care so much about my kids, and all of you guys do too. We want the best for our kids, but sometimes we can't shove enough veggies down their throat, right? So I'm just so grateful for the easy button on these. Okay, I would love for Shannon, it says Angel, but she is an angel, but she is Shannon. She's going to share about our skincare line. She'll share her story and then share a little bit more about that. Thank you, Shannon.
Thank you. Yeah, it says Angel because this is my daughter's iPad that I'm borrowing, and her name is Angel. So, okay, so a little bit about me first is I started using Plexus for digestive health. I was having tummy issues and abdominal pains that would sometimes keep me up at night. And I had heard all the talk about energy and that it helps with sugar cravings and weight loss and all that. And honestly, I was just very skeptical. And so I wasn't counting on or even looking for those things, even though I needed them all. My focus was on this abdominal pain that was so horrible. And I hadn't been able to track down a cause. I didn't know what, I don't know what was causing it. Anyway, I was unhealthy. And like Rebecca, chronically constipated since at least my teen years. I was aware of that, but I just thought that's just how I am. That's just how my body functions, because it doesn't seem to matter what I eat or don't eat or what I do differently. That's just how my body is, right? So really all I wanted was my abdominal pain to go away and digestion to improve. And it did for me pretty quickly. Within the first week, I started noticing some very significant changes. And then to my surprise, I also noticed changes in my sugar cravings and not having those afternoon crashes where I needed a nap or a caffeinated soda or a bag of candy to get me through the afternoon. So I was like, wow, they were right about those things, even though that's not what I was looking for. It still worked. And so that's just been great. And then the other surprises that I got were that my allergies went away. And for me, what allergies meant were nasal and head congestion, sinus infections, usually would turn into bronchitis at least a few times a year. Occasionally it turned into pneumonia even. I had respiratory issues my whole growing up life where I would wheeze and cough, and just breathing was not always easy and something I didn't take for granted. And none of those issues have been a problem for me since probably the second or third month of using Plexus. I believe the Ease helps with that a lot also, because allergies are an inflammatory response, and wheezing when you breathe and your airway closing up is an inflammatory response. And so I take the E's in addition to my triplex to keep my inflammation down so I can breathe. And it's awesome. Breathing is so good. But what I am also so excited to talk about is the skincare system. I am a kind of natural person who likes things really easy. And I am so glad that our skincare system is so simple, but yet effective. So for me, because I like things really easy, I didn't always take really good care of my skin. I didn't keep up with the, 4 or 5 steps of, a skincare product that I would buy from a friend or something. I even actually sold skincare at one point, and I think there was like 5 different products, and I didn't keep up with it consistently. So as I got older, I started noticing some differences in my skin. I am blessed with a rosy complexion, as you can probably tell. The pink accentuates it. So I have always had some redness to my skin, very uneven skin tone. But what really started kind of bothering me was I had noticed my skin was rough to the feel, like actually rough. And that was something new that was starting as I got older. And of course, a few little, wrinkles and some fine lines starting to pop up here and there. And I started thinking, maybe I should take this seriously. And I think Plexus heard me, because right about then they introduced Joyome, which is our skincare products. So what I love is that, like Plexus, it gets to the root of the issue, and it addresses our microbiome of our skin, which is the bacteria balance of good versus bad bacteria on your skin instead of in your body, in your gut. So we have a morning serum and a night serum, and that's it. You wash your face with whatever your normal favorite cleanser is, and then all you need is your morning serum or your night serum. So for me, I use a special cloth to wash my skin. That's all I use, my washcloth, and then my morning and night serum. So these products are very clean, consciously clean, cruelty-free, held to the highest standards. We followed the European standards of what is allowed in our skincare, which is much more stringent than the US restrictions. So they're very clean, holistic skincare that the first thing I noticed was what it made my skin feel like. And all that roughness went away. My skin felt so like baby skin smooth. I couldn't believe it. And I would find myself just like touching my face that first week. I was amazed. So usually people will notice a difference within 10 days of using this, which is amazing. So that's the basics on this. And then the next thing that Plexus came out with to help our skin is our collagen complex. And what I love about the collagen complex is that it's super easy. I just mix it into my pink drink. You can mix it into whatever you want to mix it into, but you drink it or eat it in food or something. And it's a powder, but it helps plump your skin back up. As we get older, our body creates collagen, but it starts to reduce how much collagen it creates at only the age of 21. So at 21, your body already starts reducing how much collagen it is making, and so we have to supplement for that. And the way that our bodies show that it's creating less collagen is our skin starts to maybe sag a little bit or show more wrinkles, and our joints might start hurting, because collagen is also super good for your joints. It's kind of that cushion. And so I like someone described your skin is like a mattress, where the skin is the top layer, the collagen are the springs. And so as we lose our collagen, our springs go down, and wrinkles start to show. But as we boost our collagen back up, our mattress is plump and firm again. and it starts to kind of bounce those wrinkles back up so you're not having the saggy skin anymore. Anyway, it helps me to visualize that. So I really love it, and I can tell that my joints feel better on the collagen also. And I think that's about it.
Thank you, Shannon. I love it. Your face seriously glows. And honestly, like I've noticed with the morning and night, like the morning, I just think of it as sunshine because it really does make your face glow. And the night one, honestly, I think of it like shading because it gets rid of my like circles. I just really that's what I really notice about those two. They're really good. And I like the smell of them too. They smell good. Okay, so last up is April. She's going to share her story, and she's going to share what we have for weight loss. So April, take it away.
Hi guys. The sound has gone out in and out a little bit for me, so hopefully it works. Please tell me if it's not working. So I am happy to share with you a little bit about my story and talk to you about some of our weight loss and energy products. When I started Plexus 3 years ago, I was starting because I was having chronic yeast infections. But that's just one little thing, part of my story. I had so much else going on. I was 50 pounds overweight, pre-diabetic. My anxiety was through the roof, and I had what I would call the mean mom syndrome, and really struggled with my relationships with my children and with my husband. I wasn't sleeping at night, and I was tired all the time. I implemented mandatory nap, even when my kids were older. And every day, just because I needed downtime, I needed a break. And I was so stressed, and I was using food for so many things other than fuel. Number one, because my emotions were out of control, and number two, because my cravings were so strong, just like we've heard today, like these really, really strong emotion or physical cravings for food, but I had both the physical and emotional cravings. And I was really out of control, but you know what? I really love that girl. I was trying so hard. Every day I was on my knees trying to get better, and every day I was failing, but that didn't stop me. I kept going, and I love that girl, and I love that she was willing to create a budget for supplements, which is something I had never considered. And I'm so glad I did, because just like these other stories, my health journey shifted major. My anxiety and fears had so much relief, so much relief. My yeast infections were gone. That was essential. Those were gone. I could function. If you're not having yeast infections, you can function. My cravings were gone. My relationships were improving, and I was sleeping, and I had energy. It was amazing. So much had changed, and I felt so good. But one thing that was still there was the weight. I still was overweight. Why wasn't I losing weight? Well, if you're making lifestyle changes, there's a hierarchy of what is most important, what affects the weight loss the most. Number one, you need to create a calorie deficit. Number two, you need to look at your macros, your portion of carbs and fats and proteins. You need to adjust that. Number three, you look at your nutrients, your micronutrients. Are you eating nutrient-dense food? That's three. Number four, you look at when you're eating. I'm getting nervous. You look at when you're eating. Are you creating a space where you have digestional rest so that you can access the fat that's on your body for energy instead of using it from your food? And then number four is supplements. I was doing supplements, and I felt great, and they were helping so much with 1 through 4, but it wasn't enough for me. For some people it is. For me, it wasn't enough, and that's because I had so much emotional attachment to food from all of those years of dealing with anxiety. And so they weren't unwinding on their own. And so when they came out with these weight loss products, I decided I wanted to use them as a tool. So I'm going to talk about 3 of our products that I use right now to help create that calorie deficit. Because while Plexus did help and make things change, yes, my number 2 and number 3, my macros and my micros were so much better. I wasn't eating whole pans of brownies anymore. But I wasn't enough of a calorie deficit in order for me to lose weight. So I'm going to talk about Lean, which is our meal replacement shakes. I'm going to talk about MetaBurn. I'm shaking a little bit. Talk about MetaBurn, which is metabolism support pills, capsules, and then I'm going to talk about Active, which is our energy drink. Fabulous. Okay, so lean, I started using lean. It is a true meal replacement, like no guilt. I don't have to eat a salad or I don't have to eat a salad to avoid the guilt. Like you try and create the perfect micronutrients and macronutrient meal, it's in here. I can do it guilt-free. And that is amazing. This is because it has methylated vitamins, it has trace minerals, it has the balanced nutrients. So like number 3, you need to have those balanced macronutrients and all the micronutrients. Plus it was super clean, non-GMO, free of anything artificial, free from like all the common allergens. And we have so many varieties and it tastes so good. So what I liked about that is I started using it for me to understand serving sizes. So I need to create a calorie deficit, number 1 most important thing for weight loss. And and then serving size is so important. I had so much drama about how much food you're supposed to eat and how you're supposed to, like what you're supposed to eat, that I couldn't make the changes that I needed. So when I started using lean, I was trusting that I was getting the right amount of nutrients, and then I could trust that smaller serving size. And so this was great. And it also helped me to take a step away from food for a little bit. When I used it as a tool, I didn't have to think about food. I didn't have to think about what I was going to create and how to create this perfect meal because it was all right here. So it's great for that. And I really loved it. And that was really helpful for me. The next one I want to talk about is MetaBurn. I love this product. So MetaBurn is a metabolism support product. Your metabolism is that chemical reaction that changes the food that you're eating into fuel. So calories are the unit of measurement for energy. So, for weight, it's grams. For fluids, it's ounces. For energy, it's calories. So, metabolism is how you get the energy out of that food. And when you're trying to lose weight, you're making changes through those 1 through 5. And sometimes your metabolism gets out of whack, or maybe it was out of whack to begin with and wasn't working efficiently. And so metabolism is really helpful to get you getting the energy out of your food, both at the digestional level and at the fat level. So when you're eating food, you want to be able to get the energy out of it. And so MetaBurn helps a ton with that. But I really like the metabolism side of it where it addresses at the fat cell level, because we as humans have a tendency to gain weight in certain areas depending on your body type. It might be on your hips, might be on your belly, might be all around. Everybody has a different place that they gather fat, and it helps to address that fat burning at in those areas with that adipose fat, that dangerous fat, the one that wraps around your organs and is unsafe. It addresses it there. That's why people, when they start taking MetaBurn, they lose pant sizes instead of losing it in their hands and face first, or maybe at the same time. It just helps it all to work better. And I love that. And another thing I love about this product is that the mood support that it gives. When you're making lots of lifestyle changes, a lot of emotions can come up, and it helps to keep it at check. It helps to keep things from escalating, from sad to depressed, or from irritated to anger, or from concerned to overwhelmed. It helps keep things at that level, the easier level to deal with. And that is so helpful when you're making these big changes, to keep those emotions at check. And then the last thing I want to talk about is our energy drink. So this is Active. It is a powder that you mix in with your water. And this is a super clean, is it upside down, backwards? Super clean energy drink. I love this. I add this because it helps me to trust that I'm going to have the energy that I need. Making lifestyle changes is sometimes hard, and I don't know if I'm going to have enough energy after I exercise, or I don't know if I'm going to have enough energy because I'm doing all of these things differently. And so energy, this is really, really helpful. So recently, just going to give you an example. Recently, I used this on my trip to Utah. I drove from New Mexico to Utah, 14 hours. We couldn't stay overnight. So it was just a straight shot. And there was another driver, but really I was the sole driver. And normally when I'm on trips like that, I will try and get my energy from snacks. I'll try and, like, if we're stopping at McDonald's for the little kids, then I'm gonna get a big meal so that I have all the energy that I need. And so I was able to trust that I can stick with my meal plan, hint, hint, super easy, and have all the energy that I need. And I did both ways. I was able to drive for 14 hours with a full car and foster kittens and keep my cool and have all the energy that I needed so that when I got there, I didn't just have to crash. I could get the kids to bed, we could unpack the car, and I can do it and keep cool. And I love that I can trust it for the energy that I need. It's not something I feel like I have to take all the time, but it's available to me when I need it. And I love that. And that's all I've got for you.
Thank you, April. Oh my gosh, you are a wealth of knowledge. She is amazing. I love all of the weight loss info. I still learn from you every single time. So good. Okay, so how do you try this stuff? That's the question. And usually the first question is, how much is it, right? So we always recommend people start with the triplex, which is what Rebecca talked about. We are a gut health company, and that is foundational. And so to start the triplex, it is right now it's $89 plus shipping and tax. Normally as a customer, it's about 150. No, it's actually 170, I believe, but it's a lot more as a customer. And this way, you get it with a membership, a whole year of wholesale prices. The membership is normally $40. It's only $10 this month. And then you also get a 10% off code. And so it makes it keep going cheaper and cheaper all the way down to $89. And then you pay the shipping and tax. But it is worth every single penny. And I paid with no coupon. So, it was still worth every single penny. But you know what we notice is when you start this stuff, you end up wanting to share because so many people are struggling, and Plexus knows that, and they give very generous referral bonuses. And so if you share with 3 friends this month, you get $305, and that's amazing. That is an amazing amount. It lets you, pay for your products, and it lets you have a little bit of extra to spend on whatever you want. Maybe it's to eat a little bit healthier, or maybe it's to go and have dinner out with your husband, like whatever it might be. Also, they reward us when we keep a subscription on every month. They give us perk points, and I love them because you can you can turn them in for free products, and that is like the best present ever. And you know what? I love subscriptions because it really helps me be consistent. Like every month when my subscription's about to come out, I can look and see, okay, how much do I have left? Okay, yep, I've been consistent. Or, oh my goodness, I have half a bottle of that left. Why do I have a half bottle? Oh, I wasn't consistent. Maybe that's why I wasn't feeling great, So subscriptions are amazing. So whether, you want to try the products just to try them, whether you want to share them, we are here for you, and we're so excited to share more with you. So whoever invited you to this call, or anyone who, is watching the replay, like reach out to the person who sent it to you and ask them what you need to do to get ordered, because, the best time to start something is yesterday or today. But really, this stuff will change your life. So thank you so much for listening, and we appreciate you hanging in there with us and enjoying our stories. Have a great day.